Hello viewers and welcome back to NATO Plays Minecraft. It's been a little while since I've recorded, but I've been busy building these things. So these are the big supports I was talking about at least 2 videos ago, I think. But yes, I have put them in. It took me quite a while, and it took quite a lot of going back and forth from the creative world, which is why I didn't bother recording building them. I'd shown them before as well, so it didn't seem worth kind of going over them and over them. What I have done as well is added a bit more detail around the stairs. Added this floor section in, which is just andesite bricks, or polished andesite, polished granite, some stairs, and some glowstone lamps, redstone lamps. I've also added detail to this back wall to make it match this back wall. Similarly on this wall, with the double stairs and granite, smooth stone bricks. Oh, yeah, you can see what it is. It's very similar to this layout here, and that's been duplicated down here in a way. There's also this archway here, which is going to lead through to where I'm going to put the vault when I build it. So it will be down through here eventually. So for today, what I was thinking of doing was trying to take a look at the floor, which at the moment is really quite bare. Even if I did this pattern all over the floor, this kind of intricate stair thing with the andesite and the gravel. Oh, I keep calling it gravel, but it's not. It's granite. I don't know what granite is. You know, it's not like it's a new word for me. Apparently my brain is just deciding I don't want to remember what it's called. So yes, one of the problems I'm having in here is that mobs keep spawning in the dark areas. So coming up with some flooring. I just wanted to see if I could do that. Coming up with some flooring which has some inbuilt lights, possibly even some lava might be a good idea. It's like lava channels that follow along from each side, maybe pour down the middle towards something at the back. I'd like to round this back off so that it's like an altar, but I'll do that off camera because it will take an exceptionally long time. I need to do something under here as well. I need to do something with that wall, do something with the floor, also up there and on the ceiling. It's coming together, but it's quite slow and requires quite a lot of scaffolding and whatnot. But yeah, these took me a while and I'm quite happy with them. So what I'm thinking about doing with the floor is these lava channels, which is going to require even more lava. And lava, like water, only flows like 7 blocks or something. So we're going to have a couple of steps down if we want to have this lava flow go down the centre, which I think is kind of cool, so I'd like to do it. So I'll start off by defining exactly where we want this to go. So I want it to match the lava channels on the wall, and then come down to the central one, which will also be 3 wide, and then head down towards the centre of the room. Or head down the centre of the room to the end. How I'm going to get it there, I don't know. This is going to be quite interesting. Because I don't want it to flow backwards, but the length of this room, it's going to be like really quite low down by the time you get to the end. Unless I could recede the flooring, like you see mobs spawning over there. I could recede the flooring down, so instead of the altar being on a pedestal up, it's in a divot, so that the lava flows down and flows around the pedestal, which I might make look like some kind of big forge. So that it's like all the actual forging happens at the end of the room on a big lava forge. Sorry, I was hoping he'd drop a ender pearl, but he didn't. I am very slowly trying to collect as many ender pearls as I can get to go to the end, kill the ender dragon, and set up an XP farm there. I'm not a massive fan of XP farms in the sense of like getting a skeleton or a zombie spawner and like building something around it, like drop traps and whatnot like that, because they're really inefficient, and while they're not like cheating, they feel a bit cheaty. I mean, when you need large amounts of XP, then you know they're really one of the only ways to do it. But they just seem a little bit. I don't know. But the ender farms, I find slightly less irritating. I quite like the idea of ender farms. I think it's a matter of scale because they're just so ridiculously good that it's kind of pointless not to, or meaningless not to. You also use the end so little. I mean, I've never built anything in endstone. It's not exactly a very pleasant material. I think it's actually a slightly tweaked, inverted cobblestone colour, a cobblestone texture, and it's just not. I don't know. I just don't like it. It doesn't speak to me, so I've never really used it. It would be like building something out of netherrack. It just would look wrong. So I never really on other servers really went to the end very much, other than to kill the dragon and occasionally go there to get masses of ender pearls. So I've not really done much with it. Okay, so now that we've got those channels put in, I'm going to be... Ooh, hello, that's an error. Okay, well, I think I'm going to be lining it with andestone, granite anyway, so I'll do that. I dug that channel slightly too big. I dug it as 4 instead of 3. So what I need now is a piece of lava. Ooh, hello, second enderman. Arr, how about you? There we go. An extra ender pearl. I think we have 4 now, maybe? So let's get this bucket of lava that I have in here. I have 4 buckets here, which unfortunately are empty. I emptied the lava pool that I was using because I found a small one around here somewhere. I can't remember quite where it was. I did this before going away, so I've kind of lost track of what I was doing. Yeah, I know there was a lava pool somewhere on the island, and I kind of used that up. There's also one underneath in the mine, but that's also getting really quite low. But for now, we just need the 1 bucket for testing purposes. See, this place always fills up with mobs, which is not good. I need to go through with oh, hello carrot. Oh, I'm full up. To be fair, I don't want the golden boots. The carrot, I think I have carrots already. I'll keep it on me just in case. Yeah, I need to work out. I need to go through with F3 up and go through, and I can't even remember. Oh, light, there it is. Just under the biome. I need to go through and make sure there are no 6s. There's a 6 here. So I need to do something about the fact that this is dark enough to spawn mobs. But I'll do that at some point off camera because that's a very tedious process. What I'm going to do to start with, however, is break through the floor of this section here so the lava pours out. And you can see it only goes so far. But since we're not going to be able to see... In fact, actually, this is wrong anyway. There's some cobblestone. Because... I'm just going to do that. This is wrong anyway, because I actually need it to be one lower anyway, because I'm going to have the glass at this level, this walking level. So it's going to need to even start one lower down. I may actually recess the glass by one, so there's a slight lip. So like if I get rid of this, the channel will be like this, so that there's like a small lip. So the channel will actually be 4 wide. I'm mostly doing this because it really adds to... Oh, I'm full, aren't I? Oh well, it's only cobblestone. The plan for this is to kind of, as I said, it's to add lighting to the floor. It's also to add some extra detail to the floor, 'cause it's kind of boring right now. Even if I did do some kind of big intricate pattern. What was that? Oh. Aha! That's the other problem. It can be quite difficult to see what's hitting you, what's shooting you, because of the distance you are, or the distance in this room. Ah! Knocked out a block, I didn't mean to. So yeah, if I could do all sorts of intricate patterns on the floor, but they would kind of end up being repetitive and also meaningless. And I want to avoid the repetition thing, because the other buildings the other stuff I've done so far has actually kind of been quite repetitive. And this is such a big space that I'm already going to have difficulty filling it. I mean, I wanted some kind of big, impressive space that had kind of stuff in it. But currently, I don't really have much of a plan for what's actually going to be in here. Like, mechanically. I'll probably build a bunch of furnaces so I can have furnaces along here. And there's probably going to be like 40 odd, 50 odd furnaces in here. Just lining the walls like they're almost sort of religious iconry. One of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it reminiscent of some of the stuff you see in Dwarf Fortress, which is one of my favourite kind of roguelike randomized generated things. I thought about doing a let's play of it, but I think because I play as intended, I don't play with any sort of GUI or sprite sheet on top of the ASCII. It would be very difficult for people who don't know the game to enjoy. For those who don't know what Dwarf Fortress is still under development after several years. It's a game where you build a fortress by controlling dwarves. You give them orders and they do things. You don't have direct control. I'm trying to think of something that's like it, but not... Something that's like it, but hasn't... Yeah. Oh, apparently it's raining very heavily suddenly. Huh. Sorry about that. I was wondering what the noise was. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress it's ASCII, and it's kind of a city building game where you give orders to your dwarves and they carry them out. Sometimes things get in their way, whether they're goblins or lava or falling to their death, or simply forgetting that they haven't picked up a pick and are trying to mine with their hands, and other such things. You don't have direct control over your dwarves, and it's kind of a little bit like Dungeon Keeper, I think, something similar to that, but there's a lot more industry in it. And it is very hard, and there's no sort of end game to it. You just kind of keep building your fortress until you basically run out of dwarves. Whether something attacks you, or you run out of food, or something like that. It is very frequent that your fortress completely dies and you have to start again. But each time the map is randomized and events are randomized, and it has quite a high degree of replayability. So it is quite a fun game if you don't mind not having a proper graphical interface. By ASCII I mean it's all kind of, it looks like a DOS prompt, so it's all characters of various different colours that move around. It's actually randomly for people who want to know. It is a OpenGL game, so it uses, I think, the same renderer as Minecraft does, but just uses the sprite sheet from ASCII to represent characters rather than having proper 3D or anything like that, or even proper 2D. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of have that in mind when I'm building this. To have a big impressive underground pit filled with industry and workings and all sorts of cool things. So now we have the channels. There are a few little places where I've missed blocks because I don't know about anyone else, but whenever I'm mining, I basically miss half the blocks I mean to place or mean to mine. I'm going to do that just to cover up that hole. There's also all this cobblestone on the floor, which I don't really care about. I can live without a little bit of extra cobblestone. It's not the end of the world. I'll put that there. I'm hoping, or I plan to put some stairs along here, possibly, just to round off that edge. Anyway, for now, let's break the lava out. This will actually should give us a little bit extra distance as well, because it has to fall an extra block. There we go. As you can see, it's falling down one extra block, which gives us a little bit more space to work with. What we then need to do is take out another row, another layer. I won't take out all of this layer on camera. I think I've done enough pointless mining on screen for this episode. But I will take out just this to show you exactly how the lava will flow. The downside of this plan is that for each level down I have to go, I'm basically losing extra distance. I mean, I could try and do that. No, that blocks it off entirely. Thought it might flow over it. I could also try doing that, adding a piece of lava in. But that didn't really work. Oh, it kind of did. But that would require a lot of lava. So it should push to a fourth. Yeah. It doesn't look too strange. I can pick that up. I've also made it really rather tricky. Oh no, not really that hard to get back over. So, I will, off camera, come up with some sort of solution, and then I will show you what I've done. For now I'm just going to block off this lava, because I need to do some work on it, and I don't want to die in lava. Don't. Come on, there we go. So, I will see you soon. Goodbye. Well, not goodbye. Yeah, see you soon. And hello again. So, I made a decision, which was, after doing a lot of testing and in fact messing around in creative for a little bit, I'm going to get rid of the central, well, this big central channel. Basically, the amount of lava that would be required to kind of run the lava down from here all the way to the end would have been ridiculous. And also the depth it would have gotten to, because lava only flows like 3 and then needs a block down to go down. So that's the gradient you have to do. So that's 4 blocks to go to here. and that's like maybe a fifth of the distance I need to go. So it would have been unreasonable. I'm not going to try jumping over there, even though I'm very tempted to. The problem with this is that currently I've made it very precarious because there's no glass in place. I'm probably going to block those off. In fact, I'll do that now. Do I have decent material in here? I don't. I've kind of run out of... Well, I've not run out of cobble. You don't run out of cobble. I just don't have any in my inventory. And since this is whatever I put there to stop stuff falling through is going to burn, I'm not wanting to use a material that it actually takes me any time to get. So the decision I've come to is just to have these central channels in the middle, which I'll probably open up a bit. Oh, damn it. There we go. I'll probably even carve these out a bit more so that the depth isn't as annoying. Because right now, if you're here, it doesn't. You can't really see what you're looking at. You can't really see anything. Why am I doing this stupid jump thing when all I need to do is come to the other side? It's a bit silly. So yeah, the floor in this place is now a bit of a mess. It's a mixture of cobblestone and smooth stone, and gravel in a few places, and one piece of granite. I really need to decide what I'm doing with that and actually tidy it up. But I need to line these sections that I've cut out. I need to decide on their shape now that I know how the tiering needs to go. Let's see if I could have jumped across it. Yeah. Don't think I could have jumped across it from here. Definitely not. That would have been me dead in lava. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's Oh god. Skeleton! Go away. Thing is, I don't think he could actually hurt me. He was just annoying me. I'm actually running low on food. I need to go back and get some more. So this is going to become a death trap soon. Just because of the darkness. Oh. Yeah, there are some artifacts of me testing in creative mode still in. I tried this thing where if I have lava blocks in certain places, it extends the distance I can get. Which is why I was talking about how it would require lots of lava. Because if you do this, where if I remove... I won't remove it right now. The lava flows down here, and it can't get past this block. So you can extend the range by placing lava where this cobblestone is, and it will flow another set of distance. Unfortunately, that increases the lava requirement quite substantially. And the amount of lava I needed to get these up was 18 buckets of lava, which was somewhat irritating when I had 5 buckets on me, and I had to go back and forth. So I really don't want to do that again. For testing purposes, I just used creative because it was easier. But I'm not going to do that on the actual thing. I'm not going to do that in reality because... Pardon me. I'm not going to do that in reality because it just takes so long to do. As you can see, there's already errors and little things I need to change from doing something creative. This is one of the reasons why doing things multiple times, doing the same thing multiple times gets irritating, because you introduce a certain amount of sort of error. Damn it. Oh, that's going to be covered in lava anyway. You introduce a certain amount of error. Like, these three are probably, in some places, not identical in their implementation, which irritates me no end. But there's nothing I can do about it unless I actually like go into MC Edit and copy and paste them. I think they're pretty much. They are certainly visibly the same. I think any differences in it are not visible immediately. What I will do is something I don't normally do on camera, which is take the screenshot for this episode, find a nice spot. It's not a bad spot. F2, take a shot. Put that block back in. And I will say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and all that stuff. I don't like saying that because it feels really pushy, but apparently it does make a difference. So, yes, please, if you are enjoying, please do let others know and let me know that you're enjoying it, because it's nice to have some feedback and it's nice to see my channel grow. And I hope you're enjoying the Thief series, and I hope that I'm enjoying Thief. I'm recording this on the 23rd, I think. So I'm actually recording this the afternoon this is supposed to come out. So now I think about it, yes, I should be releasing Thief tomorrow after it comes out in this country. It's out in the States at the moment, but it's not out in the EU and the UK. No. Oh. Ah. Haven't had a creeper go off for ages. Yeah, so it's out in the States. It's not out here. It's not getting great reviews. It's mostly getting reviews of, if you like the Thief games, you probably won't like this, which doesn't fill me with confidence, since I am a large fan of the. I'm a big fan of the original Thief. I am feeling a little bit concerned by it, but I've already bought it, and I've already decided that I'm going to record it. So you will get to see what I see, and I will probably rant at length at you about why this game is no good, or why it is good, and the reviews are wrong. But we'll see. And hopefully that will be out tomorrow. Quite late, in fact. I'm planning on recording it as soon as I get my hands on it. I've already preloaded it on Steam, and I'm going to record as soon as I get my hands on it and release it pretty much immediately. And it will be taking a slot away from Minecraft and alternating between Thief and Minecraft. So there should be approximately one Minecraft video a week, approximately one Thief video a week, and then 2 XCOMs a week, because I'm in a bit of a place where I'm really enjoying recording the XCOM, and ooh, I'm running low on steak. It's actually really quick to record the XCOM. I get through a lot of videos, I get through a lot of content quite quickly. And while that shouldn't really be a deciding factor, hello, escape cows. While how much I can record shouldn't really be a factor, it kind of is. I've not been back here for a while. I like how I said goodbye and then I've just talked at you. So this is the after show extra. Yeah, that's my excuse. Yeah, so Thief has come out in the States, but not here. I will hopefully be recording it this evening and releasing it, I think technically tomorrow morning, depending on if I have time, if it records well, if I don't have any problems. And yeah, so I hope you will enjoy that. I'm going to try and record it very quickly, get it out of the way, and then release it on a schedule. I expect it's going to be one of these games that's quite quick to play through. but I should be able to make some interesting footage out of it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Say goodbye, cows. Goodbye, cows. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah.